ask you guys a question about the decor?
Please.
If you were watching the Toronto Maple Leafs and you had no idea about any contract situations or any, in a vacuum,
Yes.
on merit, if you were looking to take somebody out for a couple games, who would it be?
I mean, it's probably Liljegren for me last night.
Okay.
Are you trying to get me to say Morgan Rielly?
No, I'm not trying to get you to say anything. I'm just wondering what your
But Morgan would be in the conversation for sure. He is just can you just? Is there another word besides struggling?
No.
Can I give you expected goals from last night? Do you care?
Yeah.
Useful or useless?
Useful.
Of all the expected goals that were happening while Morgan Rielly was on the ice last night, 90% were against the Leafs and 10% were for the Leafs when Rielly was on the ice last night at 5-on-5.
That doesn't sound good.
No. You don't want those numbers.
Yeah.
So you're not solely to blame for them, right? You don't know how things unfold, but that's a big swing.
Not creating.
Right. Well, one way he is. So, I'll be honest, this has become a hot button issue. In my DMs, I get people saying, is today the day you guys say Morgan Rielly should be sat? Is today the day they take Morgan Rielly off the power play? Leafs Nation needs to have someone, and it's never been Morgan. It's frothing up a little bit.
Not a little bit. He's the number one. The number one. He is now
the frothiest?
He's now taken over the Jake Gardner Memorial whipping boy status.
It is the name of the trophy, by the way.
I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I. But I guess as soon as you sign that long-term deal, and which on the open market,
at the end of the day, looked still pretty good.
It did when he signed it. But is it?
I don't know. Here's my question, though, wiping the smile off my face. How much of a problem is that for them? Going into this series against Tampa Bay.
I don't think they can win.
With Rielly playing poorly.
Yes.
That sounds like a pretty big problem. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be asked to play the most minutes. And he's going to be asked, likely, if he's playing with TJ Brody, they're going to be used defensively, which is maybe why they won't play him with Brody. But
again, we'll see where everybody is health-wise, but when you're up against a Hedman or last night an Owen Power, and you don't have one of those on the other side, it makes it really difficult.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And I think back to playoffs in the past, and Rielly's been awesome for the Leafs. He's been really good in the playoffs, just to my eye. He scored a couple of big goals last year for them in the postseason, a couple of really big goals, actually. So, the hope is that he's one of those guys that raises his level and finds another gear, but you don't want to be going into the playoffs with too many guys where you go, well, hopefully they flip the switch. One of those guys, by the way, has flipped it the last couple of games. I thought Matthews was awesome last night.
Agree. So just going back to the last couple years for Morgan Rielly in the playoffs, and all the just looking at the games played is so heartbreaking. 7-7, 5-7-7. It's like, oh my God.
I know, and the 5 was also a 7.
Yes, I know. So, he's 6 points in 7 games last year for them. 3 points in 7 games the year before, 1 point in 5 games, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. He has been offensive for them in terms of, but I think the Leafs have enough around him now where that's not really what they
just need him to make good plays
from him. It's just more about the decision making, Kyper. And you've been on this. It's just he doesn't. Maybe it's a lack of confidence. He knows what's going on with him. He knows the conversation surrounding him. But it just seems that
his roots.
The roots
is that right?
And the time he
for me,
yeah.
And he picks up.
Again, I watched him last night. I think it was Quinn's goal.
Yeah,
that he batted it out of the air.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
just between him and was it Liljegren?
Yeah.
Come on, too easy to get to the net.
Yeah.
And it's because your route is wrong defending.